Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Maths Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. So we're gonna go straight into it. The last video, I listed all the 12 laws. So this video, we're gonna be picking each of the laws and be going through each of them. So it's very important to review the previous video. And if you've not subscribed, please do so that turn on the notification bell. So when I upload new videos, you will be the first to know. All right. So the multiplication law, law one, okay? The first law of indices, all right? So how do you do this? There are three things you need to know. First is that in lots of indices, definitely, as you know, they must have the same base. So I'm going to write down the three rules, okay? When you're having the multiplication law, the first thing you must be sure is that the indices have the same base, okay? So the indices must have. So it's very important that they must have the same base. Okay? Then when they have the same base, the second thing you have to do, you then add the powers. All right? Then when you now add the powers, now if they have coefficients, if there's a coefficient in the question, then you then multiply what? The coefficients. Okay? So any coefficients that are there, you then multiply the coefficients. So what I'm saying, like what I said in the previous video, a raised power m multiplied by a raised power n, you can see that both of them have the same base. So because of that, we can then what? Add the power to give you a n plus n. And if you have coefficients, so a raised power mn times a raised power n, that will give you what? There is a j here. And let's say j-a-n is going to give us kj a raised power what? M plus n. Okay, let's take some examples for this now. So if, for instance, if for instance we have 3 raised to the power 5 multiplied by 3 raised to the power 2. Now you can see both of them have the same base, so that will give you 3 raised to the power 5 plus 2, and that will give you 3 raised to the power what? 7. So you can see if they have the same base, then you just what? Add the powers together. Now, but if for instance we have 5x raised to the power 3 multiplied by 2x raised to the power 4, or let's say 14 to make it interesting, and that will give you, now you can see that they have coefficients in front of them. What you do, you multiply the coefficients. Can you see? So 5 times 2, then the powers will now be 3 plus what? 14. And that will give us 5 times 2 will give you 10. X raised to the power what? 17. Okay? Regardless how the question comes in, so far it has a coefficient, the same principle applies. So let's say we have 1 over 2 a raised to the power 3 times 3 a raised to the power what? 4. The same thing, they have a coefficient, so it's going to be 1 over 2 times what? 3. Then we're going to have a raised to the power 3 plus 4. Are you seeing it? The first thing to do is to make sure that both of them have the same base. Then this is going to give us 3 over 2 a raised to the power what? 7. And that will be the answer for that. Okay? So the multiplication laws is very simple. The indices must have the same base. And when you're done with that, you add the powers together. And after you've added the powers, if they have any coefficients, you then multiply the coefficients as well. Is that okay? All right, so that is that for that. The next video, I'm going to go straight to the division law, which is going to be the law 2. Okay, I will advise you try and solve more questions on this, on the multiplication laws. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to send me an email or contact me, and I will get back to you. All right, so I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to talk about division law. All right, have a nice day.